Good morning, everyone from North Texas. We had a cold front go through, and we're finally looking at some decent weather around here. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to give everybody a moment or two to join in, just kind of see where we are. All right. Well, let's go ahead and give this a start, and we're going to go. Again, these are generally going to be short episodes where we learn a little bit about stuff and then move on. So let's start in the name of the Father, even this short. So I mean, obviously there's going to be some drawbacks because of, because some people will do the Weaver kind of like this, right? And that exposes the weak part of body armor for those police officers who wear the body armor, right? But if you're doing it like a sword, in a sword, with the sword, you notice that my shoulders are square to my opponent. So when you're doing the Weaver, you want to keep your shoulders square to your opponent. You're not trying to do this number, right? You're trying to keep your shoulders square to your opponent. All right. So that is a relationship between an older style weapon and a modern weapon that's directly transferable. Now, how does this apply? What do we learn about? So we've learned a little bit about kind of the starting part of this, right? How do we start the martial art? Now we need to think about how we start our faith journey. Just like we don't pick up a sword and immediately become Aragorn of Lord of the Rings or Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride, right? You can't pick up a sword day one and expect to be doing that. Your faith life is very similar. You cannot just expect to wake up one morning and be Padre Pio. That is not exactly how it works. You need to work and build your faith, just like you work and build the martial art. So what we want to start with is something simple. Start with daily prayer. Every day, pray. And I'm going to suggest the most simple, straightforward prayer. Pray the Our Father. Think about the Our Father. Think about what you're saying. Think about what it means. Our Father who art in heaven. Not just a nameless God. Our Father. Think about, give us this day our daily bread. To not worry about the future, to prepare to make good choices, but to not worry. So think about all the things that happen in your life, kind of relate it back to the Our Father, and my thought to you is, not only do you practice the martial art every day, practice that prayer every single day before you move on to something better. And when you move on to something bigger, not bigger, when we move on to something different and different kinds of prayers and different kinds of faith activities, you have to be prepared for that. And starting small and simple is the way to prepare for it, just like starting small and simple is the way to prepare for really being able to use a martial art in self-defense. And so I'll close this with our usual Deo gratias. Please, if you like the video, share it out. Tune into the next episode and consider buying something from our store or making a donation to our apostolate. We thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Amen.